All right. Welcome back, everybody, to the Collecting Brothers. We got a special announcement for all of our fans out there. We are jumping in to some member perks. First and foremost, if you do become a member, if you choose to support us that way on YouTube, you'll be able to unlock some cool emojis here. We got some Todd Love. We got a droid saying that nothing. We got, of course, as we started this episode, all right. And we got a Bamf. Nightcrawler is my favorite X-Men, so I thought if friends are like leaving, they could be like, I'm out. Bam.
Nice.
But yeah, so if you do choose to support us, friends, from our membership, you'll be able to unlock these emojis. Along with these emojis, though, you also get these badges. It's just our logo into some different colors here. But as a new member, you get the black and white version. At 1 month, you'll see the progression here: 1 month, 2 months, 6 months, 12 months, 24 months, 36, 48, and 60. So really cool there, just to kind of track your progress. I want to see some, friends out there supporting those badges. That'd be fun. As well, though, that first tier that we're going to be calling it for our first members, if you want to join us, it's going to be called the Brotherhood of Collectors. And it's only going to be $1, friends. 99 cents for that Brotherhood of Collector for you to join us. But with that also comes priority reply to comments. You're going to get some member shout outs. And of course, we're going to give you guys a free sticker. I got these stickers here. It's just a Collecting Brothers logo here, but it's holographic. So I think that'd be fun. Yeah. So if you're a member for 3 months, not only do you get the badges, the emojis, you get some priority reply to comments, member shout outs, but you also get a free sticker at 3 months.
Right on. And then with the second tier, we have Brothers of the Atom. This is going to be our $5 tier or $4.99 tier. And with this, you're going to get a members choose movie that we, the Collecting Brothers, me and John, will review. And, it can go beyond a movie. Like if there's maybe like a small little anime, something, manageable that we can do in a week, a little short, like anything that you guys want to talk about. And then the big one, I think that I'm super excited for just to get a chance to, get new perspectives on the channel, a chance to be a guest on our podcast. So we're going to have anybody who's part of that $5, $4.99 tier will be put into a pool of names, and we'll draw a name and you'll be selected to come on our podcast and talk about toys with us.
Yeah.
So it's going to be really cool just to kind of get the community involved with our channel and our conversation. Because I'm sure you guys have a lot to add. You guys have always got great points in the comments. Like sometimes I'm like,
that's true.
Wow, like I cannot believe that I didn't think of that. Or sometimes you're like, oh, you didn't think of that perspective, So it's going to be really cool to get input from everyone.
Yeah, it's just me and Josh here running the show, so it would be always going to be beneficial to get some more people on here. And I do want to hear from our fans. And so for that $4.99 tier, you guys can get a chance to join our podcast. And again, if you're not into that, that's okay. We got that $1 tier, friends. You get a free sticker after 3 months. Don't forget about that.
Yeah, and even another thing too, like also just supporting the channel, you can just give videos likes. Make sure to subscribe to the channel, put on the notification bells. You don't have to, subscribe. Just whatever floats your boat,
Yeah, you all that stuff is free, right? And that still supports us. So thank you, friends. John, and this is Josh. Welcome back to the Action Figure Podcast. We're catching you guys all up on the toy news that we saw around here. Let's go ahead and jump in. First up, I wanted to shout out Entertainment Earth. So they announced that they're giving some updates that are going to be taking effect this week here. They're doing a $7.95 flat rate shipping. So whatever your order is, you'll get that flat rate shipping of $7.95. And then anything over $99 will ship free. So just a good sign, man.
Well, they've always been like, it's kind of deceiving, I feel like
okay.
in regards to, like, yes, you're saying it's a good sign, but it used to be 79. Like honestly, it actually used to be 59. Then it went to 69. Then it was at 79
for the free shipping. Yeah,
for the free shipping. So yes, it's 99. And honestly, that's just probably just to do with like inflation. Maybe, I don't know. There's a lot of factors that I don't care about that. That's kind of the negative side, but the positive side is that at least they have a threshold for free shipping. I cannot think of another retailer that has a threshold. You can go to the end of any of the little toy stores, Empire, Nerdzoic, even Big Bad. Even Big Bad still charges your pile of loot shipping. Whereas like I would love to know in the comments if you guys can give me another toy store that sells toys that gives free shipping on any amount, right? Like it's just good to have that threshold, at least for like, especially for big collectors. We collect more than $100 easy in a month. That's light work.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know. Free shipping is probably a little hard to come by these days.
That's what I'm saying. That's why, like, even though it's risen, the threshold's risen every couple of months. At least they're still trying to hold it.
Yeah, that's true. And I do like the flat rate though. Like just like Big Bad, right? It's just that $4. So that then the pile of loot helps, of course. But it's just nice to have that flat rate shipping come into play here. For different companies.
For sure, yeah. Like talking about the flat rate, $8. Like they have to be eating some, right? Because just like if you ship
Sure.
anything like over, if you ship anything over a pound, like through USPS, it's 10. But it's gonna run you $10. Anything over a pound, right? And so it's like $8. They're subsidizing that, so that's a really cheap price. Like if you just like, especially looking at like smaller guys, sometimes they charge like 20, gets $25 shipping just for
Yeah.
like five
Yeah.
figures, and it's like it makes you like, oh well, I can't get that many figures, so I'll just get one.
Yeah.
So
That's true.
gotta love it. Honestly, guys, this would be my preferred place to get figures. Like I just think, yeah.
And if you are getting your figures, make sure you guys use code BROTHERS for 10% off as well. But yeah, just wanted to throw that in here. Really cool that we're getting just, more companies, especially like the big players, just doing some changes, keeping things active there. All right, let's jump over to NECA. We got a Bride of Frankenstein, Ultimate Frankenstein's Monster. I like this guy, dude. This is so. I don't know if you've ever seen Young Frankenstein, but in that movie, Frankenstein's in it, and he's just it's like a Mel Brooks, right? It's like Blazing Saddles or Spaceballs. It's like a parody of these old black and white movies. And so this Frankenstein is the Frankenstein that I like. I never watched like the original Frankenstein stuff, but that's the type of Frankenstein. And this shot right here sold. I love this shot.
What is that? A loaf of bread? Half a loaf of bread?
It's half a loaf of bread. He's got his.
Do I get that?
Yeah, a Stein and of course his cigar in hand. Yeah, you get
There
half a
we
loaf
go.
of
That's
bread.
what I'm
Yeah. So I don't know, really fun. It's a different version of the Frankenstein monster. He's got a ripped shirt or something on him. It is the black and white version, but yeah, those accessories are fun, man. I do dig this figure. All right, let's keep going here. Next up, we're getting a color version of the Invisible Man from Kemp House. So just
really
getting that.
Good.
Yeah, we're getting that color version there.
Yeah, sometimes like, yeah, I get the aesthetic, but it's like bang for your buck, man. Like look how how much the sculpt has brought out, especially in the leather jacket. Getting that dry brush with the brown makes it really pop compared to that black and white version.
Yeah, like getting those dark maroon stuff and then the bright reds, like just shows more weathering in the jacket. Makes it more lived in. I do love the head sculpt too. This one with just the wrapped face, the goggles on this guy, and then this one where he's like coming undone, and that's an actual like hollow out head.
That's really good. Honestly, sometimes I feel like with NECA, they struggle with human proportions. Like even on that previous Frankenstein,
Yeah.
It's sometimes it just looks off. But I feel like this one, the proportions look right, man. They knocked it out of the park with this one, and that hollow head,
It's good.
It's such a cool effect, and the effect is just done by itself. There's no extra, lights. There's no extra jingles or whistles. It just works.
Yeah, it just works. Just just a hollowed out head. So yeah, because of this little like dowsing rod, I think maybe I'm not sure, but there's everything you get with him. You get in the two different neck collar pieces, so you can have like a shirt or his ascot, and all those heads, man. I love that we're getting all these variations on this Hollow Man or Invisible Man. Excuse me, Hollow Man's the one movie with Kevin Bacon. All right, let's jump over to McFarlane Toys. First up here, it's the Batwing, $150 animated series Batwing, man. It just
this is not even out. Who's that idiot that's putting that 1-star review?
1 star.
What the heck?
It is literally one person saying no thanks. But yeah, so big old thing, man. I mean, this thing is ginormous. It's gonna fit your DC Direct Batman figures, and I mean, it looks cool. It looks cool. The light up features, Dodd does a good job. I feel like for how minimal of a light up feature is, he really makes it work for what it is. You also get the thruster in the back.
And we know how he did it on that bike.
Yeah,
so
and it's good.
Same effect.
It's good. It looks good. So just massive, I mean, I don't know who has the room for this or how you're going to display this, but maybe you got it like hanging from your ceiling or something. I don't know.
And you got to respect Todd, baby. No HasLab, no crowdfunding required. You're just like, boom, here it is, $150. Like,
yeah,
insanely reasonable price for the size of this thing. Like, just looking at those Batman animated figures in there, like this thing is big.
It's huge.
$150. I'm not even like the Batman animated series is not what I would pick, but to be honest, the stylization is not that crazy on this vehicle that I feel like you could fudge this in with maybe not your 7-inch DC multiverse because the cockpit might not fit, but you could put in your your figure arts and your Mezco Batman's in here, and I feel like it would work.
Okay. Okay. Yeah, again, I agree with the not as stylized. Like reads really well like a Batwing. It could
Yeah,
be part of the Joel Schumacher stuff. Like it. I feel like it's
it's
fine.
reminiscent of the Schumacher Batwing. Yeah,
Yeah. So, but yeah, really cool there. Nice and big old Batwing for all the Batman fans out there.
$150 in, baby. That's a good price.
Next up, we're gonna get some more animated figures here. This is Batgirl, looking good. The head does not look oversized. This is how it should be done.
I know, right? What was going on last week? That was
I don't know,
wild, man.
dude.
Guys, go watch that last week's video because there's some wild figures that, yeah, this is perfect. Thank you.
Yeah, this is a lot better, proportioned out. Love it. This one is coming with the Build-A-Figure. I do like that the animated series does come with Build-A-Figures. Like we got a Captain Condiment, right? One of the waves,
Yeah.
so that was fun. Here we're getting some. We'll save it for the end here. But there's the packaging there. Oh, I guess you can see it there.
I mean, you can even tell, like, you can
Yeah.
tell from the legs. It's Zeus.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Zeus. Yeah, so we're getting a Build-A-Figure Zeus there. Next up, just in time for the holidays, we're getting a holiday Joker. Oh, hold on one second. Alexa, stop.
I can't hear nothing. You're good.
Hold on, my TV's messed up though. It's recording that. Okay. And just in time for the holidays, a Joker, Christmas Joker with the Charlie Brown Christmas tree. Yeah, I think this is fun, man. Just getting those themed toys, getting the candy cane, the ornaments. I do dig the tree though. I think that's probably my favorite part about this.
Yeah, it's a pretty sizable accessory. Especially with that, even that base, it's a pretty big accessory.
Yeah, and then the Build-A-Figure piece for the Zeus. But there's the packaging that you'll get. Next up, getting a Batman here, just a different color variant. You got some I think this is one who's been electrified or something. I can't remember.
Yeah.
So, yeah, and it is as far as I can tell. Now, correct me if I'm wrong. It looks like a soft goods cape on this one as well.
Let me see it.
Yeah.
Yeah, it looks like it. Yeah.
That's what I thought. But sometimes I get tricked. So, but yeah, getting a cool little gun there and new Batman figure. Next up, Two-Face action, a little Harvey Dent here. Yeah, again, looks good. I mean, they definitely do a good job with the aesthetic. If you're into the animated series, you're here for it. Comes with a little dynamite stick there, and the final accessories for Zeus as well. And let's take a look at Zeus, man. I think this is fun. This is a cool Build-A-Figure. I think that for whatever reason, the animated series just does it better. I don't know. I like their Build-A-Figures that they've been doing.
Well, what's also great about it is that, I always like to compare across companies. This is a 4-figure wave to get the bath. Like if you look at compared to Marvel Legends, minimum it's going to be 6, sometimes even 7. Yeah, of course those figures are sometimes larger and better, but still, it's just nice to get a free figure for 4 figures. Like think about the price per figure. Like let's say these are $25 each. That means you're paying $100 for 5 figures. Retail, you might even find them at discount later on.
That's true. That's true. But yeah, I love the lightning bolt effect there. Yeah, good looking Zeus. Not bad. All right, let's keep going. Get some page punchers here. This is the 1/12 scale. We're getting Damian Wayne, dude. And he's coming with a soft goods cape. And, oh man, did I not put it in here? Okay, I forgot to put it in the slide. And a soft goods hood. His hood is going to be able to come up as well. And it's soft goods with the cape, man. So Damian Wayne.
Very cool.
Love this, man. I love this.
They corrected their mistake from their red hood. They're like, exactly. That doesn't work. Screw it. And honestly, this black that I'm seeing, I don't know what it is about this picture, but this black seems so deep and so dark. And I'm in love with this black right now. And then the colors I feel like are just so bright compared with the black and the cape.
Mm-hmm.
This figure is just working, and you're even getting blue highlights on that black here just to make that extra pop.
Right. Yeah. Yeah. No, I was like, dang, this is really good. And again, just to kind of fill out your Robins and to add the soft goods that are hemmed. Just a good job, man.
That hemming just adds that weight for it to fold right, just right. Yeah.
Yeah. All right, but that's gonna be a page puncher. You also get the comic there, Batman and Robin. Love that. Todd does that. Next up, another page puncher. We're getting Deathstroke, old Slade Wilson. This is cool. 2 heads on him. You get the unmasked and the masked, and it is in that very, very like that, very comic, right? Like the orange and black. Like for me, like I know Slade through Teen Titans, so like that's just the look that I like him in, and I'm getting that here.
And to me, this almost looks like a definitive version of Deathstroke for me, just because, like you mentioned, you like the classic aesthetic, and we got in like a really clean one where it was like smooth body. It was just smooth paint. It was more based on like the Golden Age, right? Comics, where This one, you're still getting that classic aesthetic, but look how much sculptural detail and different shades of paint that's
Mm-hmm.
going on. Like I love it when they do this. It's almost like when they came out with that when the Bumblebee movie came out and they finally figured out how to do Transformers. And since then, Transformers have just been masterful. Like the Rise of the Beasts, and I can't wait for more Transformers movie where it's good amount of detail, not crazy detail like Michael Bay, just a good amount, but with the classic aesthetic. That's
Right.
the that's
Yeah.
everything should be like that.
It's a good, that's the perfect recipe, right? Get
Yes.
that right balance. Yeah. Yeah, I agree with you, man. It reads well. Like it's definitely it's definitely Deathstroke with the classic colors. But yeah, a lot more texture, a lot more details for sure. I dig that. All right, let's keep going here. Thank you, Todd, for all that you brought out. Let's jump over to Mezco. This one I'm actually excited for and is still available for pre-order on mezco.com. $112 here for Junkyard Joe. We talked about him just a little bit here. We got the full reveal though. I don't know. I don't know what it is about this thing, but I do dig this for some reason, like a lot. Like I really like the Vietnam fatigues, the army greens, and the robot head just works for me, man.
Yeah, this figure is a masterpiece. There's no way around it. Like Mezco just knocked it out of the park with this. I think so smartly done, especially to do if you think about it, underneath is going to be a more of a robotic, leaner body, right? Because it is a
Right.
robot limbs. So it's going to articulate out of the wazoo because there's not going to be no bicep muscles to get in the way of the elbows. And the
True.
same goes for the knees. But on top of that, the soft goods are going to hide majority of that thinness. And so it's still going to have a nice size, but it's just going to articulate for me, I think better than any mezcos. Because sometimes, a lot of
Yeah.
times with mezcos, and like that's why like it's hard to compare mezcos and fixes, even though they're same price point. It's like you're gonna get the soft goods, but you're gonna sacrifice a lot of articulation, which Mayfex
Right.
does the best,
More
right?
right, more articulation, yeah.
But with this man, it's just like it's almost like a secret Vietnam soldier that the government cooked
Yeah,
up,
yeah.
sent on the military, and he's like that robot, kind of like reminiscent of Guillermo del Toro's Hellboy when they have the Nazi scene, and my
Mm-hmm.
boy comes
Mm-hmm.
out with the blades.
Yeah, yeah,
It's like
yeah.
that, like Americans got this super soldier popping in Vietnam, just boom, 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 just going to town.
Showing up. I kind of went more of a Bastion angle on him. Like he was made to do that, right? But then he like realized how bad it was, and then
Yeah,
it
yeah.
was
Mine's the
like,
first episode. Yours
yeah,
is the season now.
yeah. So junkyard jokes. I feel like when you're drinking his coffee, he's playing his cards.
Yeah,
I love it. But yeah, no, I agree with you, man. Really great job on this. The soft goods look amazing, and the accessories too, man. You're getting a belt harness, you're getting that M16 rifle, you're getting a little landmine, dude. Like just cigarettes and a canteen.
playing cards.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, I got to
This,
get that canteen just for the canteen. I'll buy the figure.
but yeah, so 112 is still up for pre-order, friends. Junkyard Joe. This is one's cool. I dig this one a lot. All right, let's jump over to SH Figure Arts. Lots of news from our friends over at SH Figure Arts. First up, Peter Parker here from Across the Spider Verse with Mayday, man, and the soft goods, bathrobe too.
Bathrobe. Yeah, dude. Such a, sometimes it's like okay, Marvel Legends absolutely crushes it. I feel like on their comic figures and the MCU figures that it's like sometimes it's hard to pay the premium price for figure arts and Mayfix imports.
Yeah,
But guys, I've harped on it so much. The Marvel Legends Into the Best figures are just bad, dude. Like they're just not good. And so when the figure arts comes with this heat, it just makes it even like stand out even more.
I mean, yeah, with we saw
Especially
that.
the sweatpants one that just came out. It
Oh yeah,
was
yeah.
atrocious, that one.
Yeah, and SH Figure Arts coming out here with Hobie with the head, first go around, and then Spider-Man India with the gold detailing. I mean,
Yeah,
yeah, and now this Peter Parker with the bathrobe and Mayday.
exactly. Yeah, it's like something that it's for one something that's never been offered, right? Because
Yeah,
they gave us Across the Spider-Verse Peter, but it's like it wasn't that good.
no,
There was nothing
no.
new about it. Whereas this one, they're actually depicting how he was. Because he was kind of neutralized in that movie. He was sidelined.
He did one important part trying to
Yeah.
get Miles out, but ultimately, yeah, I mean, yeah, wasn't his story. But yeah, so really cool. Can't wait to get more of the reveals. What else he's coming with from SH Figure Arts though. Exciting. Next up, Figure Arts is giving us some accessory pieces already, right? They got their Bakugo, they got their Deku here, and they're already dropping some accessory pieces. And man, they are cool. So for this one here, you're getting like this blue power up, the pink power up, There, you're also getting here for Bakugo, his like explosions that happen for him. You're also getting the onomatopoeias, right? The smash, I think we have boom here for Bakugo, and also two alternate pieces. Here he has different gauntlets.
Very cool. There's just so many positive things to say about this. One, it brings down the cost. So
Yeah.
collectors don't have to, because if you look at, and they stole this from Amazing Yamaguchi, and I love that they did this. So with the onomatopoeias, right? If you look at Amazing Yamaguchi, loaded accessories, they're also doing their own My Hero line, and with their
Yeah.
All Might and with their Endeavor, it also came with Smash, a Detroit
Yeah.
Smash, things like that. But those Amazing Yamaguchis, especially that All Might Endeavor, those things were like $112, $115,
Okay.
and so it's just so smart because now you can get it at your price point. But for people that are all in on this line, people love My Hero, you can now add these things, and they're specifically made for these figures.
Yeah.
Just like we got in, with Dragon Ball Z, we got in those kind of Dio pieces with
The ramen sets.
DBZ
Yeah.
and Naruto line.
Yeah.
I'm almost feeling like SH Figure Arts is just pulling ahead of Mayfex, Amazing Yamaguchi, they're just making so many right decisions.
Yeah.
They're killing it.
I agree with you. Yeah, that I didn't think of the price decrease, right? Because that allows people to get the figure, and then if they're fine with that, they're fine with
Yeah,
that,
without all
or
extra
get more. Yeah,
junk. Yeah.
and that's not it, right? He's still coming with some more here. He's getting his extra exploding explosion stuff here, and Deku dude gets a finger flick. Oh man, I love this dude. I love that accessory. But there's everything you're getting here. You're getting two booms, two smashes, gauntlets for Bakugo, the finger flicks for Deku, different hair piece for Deku. I mean, this is great, dude. This is I love this. Love this.
And what's also cool about it is like it's not tied to like a DX version, because that's the way Figma
All
does
right,
it, where they
yeah.
have their original initial release and then they do the DX version. Whereas like this, if you like these accessories for whatever reason, sometimes like they're like, especially the blue and purple flame parts, like you could fudge those into other lines. And
Yeah,
so if you like that, you can buy them, or even for the little onomatopoeias, it can work.
that's true too. Yeah, yeah. All right, let's keep going. SH Figure Arts is giving us another One Piece character here. We got Sabo looking real cool, dude. Yeah, again, they're really going for this One Piece line, man. And here we have Sabo. The trench coat thing is not soft goods; it is like hard plastic. But I think there's enough folds here that it reads good.
Yeah, I think whenever they do this decision, it's always smartly done and for a reason, right? Because if it's laying down and it's like more of like a cloak than it's putting on a
Yeah,
jacket,
yeah.
there's just no weight with the fabric. So if they elect to go with soft goods, it's
Wouldn't sit right.
it's gonna fall off. It's not gonna be able to even hold on the figure. You're not gonna be able to pose it, and it's not gonna lay right. So ultimately, it was the right decision to go with hard plastic because then it can pose and you can replicate how it looks in the anime.
Yeah, and I think they're doing a really good job of like even here in a dynamic pose, it still has that flow to it because of the way it's sculpted. It still reads like it's just laying on top of it. But yeah, lots of different head sculpts there. You're getting his pipe as well, and different hair as well. So you can take the hat off, put some hair on. Not bad. All right, from Yu Yu Hakusho, we're getting younger Toguro, 100%. This is just a little teaser. We'll get some more information on him later, but he's looking mean, dude. It's giving me like Ninja Scroll vibes, honestly.
Yeah, it's definitely that beautiful 90s anime aesthetic, right? Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. So we'll keep an eye on for younger Toguro. A little more information. Next up here, I wanted to throw this in. I'm not familiar with this property, but this is from Monsters 103, Merceus Dragon Damnation. So this is a new line for SH Figure Arts. We have just again, I love that they're getting more properties. We'll see what else comes about this, but you're getting some more figures. It's just like a samurai guy, I think it's fun. Love the heads, love the faces. It's fun. But just another line for SH Figure Arts. All right, let's take it around the net. Let's close out our show with Boss Fight Studios. They dropped some epic hacks here. First up, we got Delgar Bat, Beast Tamer. It's 1/12 action figures, dude, and man, they're doing really great. I'm excited about these. There's not like a really like a theme throughout of them. It's just kind of a bunch of different figures, but some of these are really cool. Here we got the Dragon Tamer though. What are you thinking, Josh? We got this like Sumerian,
we've
Mongolian.
As collectors, yes, it's cool to get figures tied to properties, but ultimately, I'm at the point where I just buy figures if they're cool and if they're bang for your buck
Mhm.
that's all that really matters. Like that's how, like, the Kickstarter companies like come about.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, you don't really, they have, their little comics, their little stuff, but for the most part, it's like this is just about people who love toys, not people who love properties. And
True.
so I don't care that they're doing whatever they want. They can give me a space wizard, they could give me a goblin, they could give me
Yeah.
whatever, as long as it's an amazing figure, which
Right.
I have full faith that Vitruvian Hacks will do. And as they continue to learn, we've kind of seen them stumble with
Red Sonja.
Red Sonja and other figures, but they're just going to get better and better as they get more experience.
Mhm.
And this looks great. I think the head sculpt, they're not using 3D print tech that I can tell, but it looks good. Like, you're not getting that GI Joe dot eyes effect. Like, it looks realistic to me. Has decent enough articulation, and the sculpt and paint are great.
Yeah, I want to shout out the sculpted paint, man. I think they did a really good job on the all the armor pieces, kind of capturing the, like, like metal, like that gold metal look to it, and the red and the blues look really really good. But yeah, for $40, I mean, this is a fun figure. Like, looking at it just from here, it looks like a really really fun figure. There's everything you're coming with too. Like, you're getting two different like faces, not the like different expressions on the face, but two different faces, different like facial hair. You're getting a hair piece, and you're also getting like a masked out face, like, he's battling or something. But yeah, man, I
There you go.
love this thing.
Where my army builders at? That's what that's for.
Yeah, exactly. That's kind of what they're showing here with the same face, but you could do different faces, of course. But yeah, so you got this beast tamer here, Mongolian warrior sort of thing. And then next, we're getting a Roxy London freelance peacekeeper. And this just,
There's the space wizard. I just said the space wizard.
yeah,
Here's the freaking space wizard I talked about.
exactly. Yeah. Just the very classic, Rocketeer kind of aesthetic, the space person,
It's like
I
60, what the people in the 60s thought
yeah,
the future would look like.
big old dome helmet, skin tight, everything.
Yeah, but here we go, guys. The
Yeah.
elephant in the room. That paint app. What in the world? Now, this is digital render, but it looks like that. Like, that doesn't look like a digital render. That looks like a figure. Do you think? That's not
That looks
digital,
like a
right?
it looks like a figure to me. Yeah, this looks like a figure.
Okay. That iridescent paint, that's special. It looks so good, man. Like, just to push the envelope, right? They're doing things,
Yeah.
apps, even if maybe it doesn't come out as iridescent as it looks. At least they're trying something new that, for me personally, I don't think I've ever seen on another figure do. So here we go,
Not in
baby.
this amount, like this is like that's her whole suit. And would you call
It
it iridescent, or is it you think it's more like a pearlescent?
Yeah, more of a pearlescent, because it could be like, I'm wondering if it's no, it's paint apps. It's paint apps. Yeah, it's paint apps. Because I was gonna think maybe it's like the molded plastic, but no, it's paint apps because it's like placed exactly where it should be highlighted. At the
Yeah,
tip of the knee,
with the
the
light. Yeah,
abs to create definition.
yeah,
So this looks good.
yeah. It's interesting, but yeah, no, and it's the majority of her body is that. She also comes with an alternate head where you could potentially only army build. But man, I do dig this, and this would fit right in with some cosmic legions, man. This is, I don't know, for me at least, I feel like it fit right in as a humanoid.
You know what you could do to it as like a base body? Just yeah, like I think if you got some of the more detailed armor from your legions figures and found a way to like
Kit
put it
Bash.
actually on there, yeah, Kit Bash, and like stick it on the thighs, I think it could work. But if
True.
like cleanly like this, it's two people in their idea of the 60s future, the
Yeah.
Jetson style.
But yeah, there we go. There's Roxy London. Love that name too. That's really cool. Next up though, Dark Hand Space Pirate Clan. This guy's cool, dude. Again, harkening back to that 60s era like sci-fi, the early
Yeah,
sci-fi. You get like the insectoid, you're getting the lizard, and you're also getting like a humanoid like Zarn thing.
this is from some villain from Star Trek, basically, dude.
Yeah, for sure.
Star Trek
For
guy.
sure. But I love this, man. Love the sculpting, the color choices as well, just really, really cool. Love the reptilian texturing throughout the exposed body parts. Like, and it works for like all three heads, right? Because they made the human head like he's transforming.
The Zuckerberg, dude, Zuckerberg.
The Zuck, yeah.
What did I tell you, Zuckerberg? Oh my goodness. It's so good to see. As much as I love buying Marvel Legends, but it's like you can see now that because they don't have to pay licensing fees, we get better toys because of it. Look at the paint apps that's going on all three of these Vitruvian, like Epic Hacks figures. The sculpting, the
Yeah.
articulation is all there. Everything you would need: double elbows, double knees, torso joint.
Yeah.
rockers at the ankles. Like there's nothing missing. It's good price, $40, and it's all because there's no
Licensing.
property tied to it. Yeah, there's no licensing fees. We're like, we're getting, I love my Star Wars. You know me, Star Wars is
Yeah,
number
yeah,
one.
yeah, yeah.
But we can't even get anything in those figures besides the figure. They come with zip, nothing, nil.
Yeah, that's true. Like maybe a weapon.
If that. Remember, we didn't even get the whip lightsaber from the
Oh yeah,
allied character. Bull
Indara.
crap.
Yeah.
And look how much this comes with. And this is just phenomenal. I can't wait for more. Like this is, they're the similar price to, Mythic and Cosmic Legions, and I feel like they're gonna fit true. Right in. This one even more so.
This one even more so, for sure. This one even more so, yeah.
Especially with the calf jeans, because like the lizard guy, what was it?
Oh, Novi and Lean.
Novi and Lean has the same setup, dude.
Yeah, he does.
You got the capris, the jean capris.
Yeah. And again, you can swap it out for boots too, because it's a human. I mean, just in so much value.
This guy's gonna run with Novi and Lean on my shelf.
Yeah. Nice. All right, we got one more here. We got an Amazonian warrior, Pride of Ares, looking good. Just sword and sandals. Got that Roman aesthetic. You got that red. You got the little skirt piece there. The big old shin guards. Love the helmet. I do feel like it's a little oversized, but I feel like it fits good in the face. Like the face fits well in there. And it is like a Roman helmet. They are a little bit bigger. I feel like it's okay. I'm not feeling like it's oversized or anything. But yeah, I mean, this is good.
Yeah, this one fell. This one they fell off with this one. I think the face, if you look at this, the hair and the face, it's very. This one is giving off G.I. Joe vibes compared to the other ones. It's very dull paint on the hair and on the face. And then, like you mentioned, I don't think you're wrong about that. I think the helmet is not right. I don't think
a little too big, you think?
Way too bulbous, because it's not like she's wearing a man's helmet. You can see they built armor for her. So this is a female Spartan. It's not like she's getting an oversized helmet. So it should have been fit to the person's head. It doesn't look good. And another thing I'm worried about, is there a ab joint or no?
It might be tell. Under the breast.
But that looks tight, dude. That looks tight, don't you think?
With how the upper abdomen, like the sternum is coming into that, that's like a Jazzwares Halo figure where it just does not turn.
Yeah, like it's hard.
It could be. It is tight.
It's hard to tell because there's a cut there, but that cut could just be part of that's the armor, and it looks way too tight. And here,
yeah,
you know what? There isn't because look at this. Look at the straps. The straps are running on the same seam where the cut would be. So this one is a flop. No ab crunch is a deal breaker for me, especially with having that cut in the breastplate. It would have hidden it so well. Screw the second strap. Just have one strap.
Also, what do you think the waist is doing? Or is it just legs?
Just legs, dude. Just legs. So they failed with this one. And honestly, even the gold paint to me is a little weak, because $40, $40, we were expecting a little bit better. And, I was raving about the other paint, so I would think they could come up with some better gold paint. Because honestly, I feel like even Hasbro does better gold paint than this. Because this is just gold plastic.
Yeah.
It's not really gold paint, so they're not getting really much shine. So 3 out of 4 we'll get. This one will pass.
3 out of 4 impact. 3 out of 4 impact.
Not bad. They're learning.
Yeah, they are learning. And I don't know. Let's go back to Roxy London. Like this one, you're getting butterflies, you're getting everything.
The ab, the beautiful paint, and look at this gold. Look at this gold compared to the Spartan gold. It's a stark difference. It's completely different. This gold should have been used on this figure.
It's a lot duller. Yeah, it's a lot duller.
So I don't know what happened here, bro.
Interesting. Yeah, I wonder why this one.
It's the same price. See, I got you there. You were like, this figure's sick, and now you're like, never mind.
I like it because it's like the Roman, the Spartans. I like that aesthetic.
There was enough bad points I gave you.
Yeah, there is enough. Like
it's
especially
not a good figure.
The whole torso not being articulated. That's a big bummer, man. And I mean, I'm okay with the dull paint. And again, I feel like the Spartan helmets are bigger, but losing articulation, especially that much articulation, that hurts.
Yeah.
That hurts more than anything. All right, but there's everything you're coming with the Pride of Ares. All right. And then we'll go ahead and wrap up our show. Thank you, everyone, for tuning in to the Collecting Brothers Action Figure Podcast. Josh, let's go ahead and think about our pick of the weeks. Friends, if you're watching with us, let us know down below your pick of the week. Love to hear it, and we can maybe have a little discussion about why you're wrong. All right, Josh, what are you thinking? I'll run it back for you.
What's her name? Roxy. What's her name?
Roxy London?
Roxy London, dude. You know me. I like when people take risks and push 6-inch action figures forward. You know, it's easy sometimes to just do what everyone else is doing, even
Yeah.
when it works. Seeing that paint, something I've never seen before. The figure has everything I want. Like, it's an interesting character, great articulation,
Good
multiple
paint
accessories,
apps.
multiple heads, and then yeah, the money is the paint apps. It's got to be that one.
Okay, Roxy London for Josh. For me, I'm gonna go with oh man, that lizard guy from the hacks was pretty cool.
Hack sweeps it, baby. Hack sweeps it.
But maybe I give it to Junkyard Joe.
I
I'm gonna give it
forgot
to
about Yeah, Junkyard Joe. You know what? You're right. Junkyard Joe.
I'm gonna give it to Junkyard. Yeah, I'm gonna give it to Junkyard Joe. Yeah, just love that aesthetic. Love the soft goods on that and the robot man did a great job on that Mesco. All right, those are our pick of the weeks, friends. Let us know down below yours. As always, friends, keep collecting, keep playing. May the action figure gods smile upon you. Peace.